So that's what I'm going to be sanding on right now. Yeah, I've had this stick that I've cut out the worst of it. One piece of cedar. This is white cedar from the top of Michigan. I cut out the basic shape of the snake, all out of one log. This is the rough stage. I used to use a sawzall or reciprocating saw and cut out the chunks and slowly work on it. But I think the next time I do one, I'm going to use the flap sander on a grinder. Get a flap sanding disc and use that. So I got the basic shape. I'm going to work on the rattlesnake for this one. I'm going to make the head up here. Down here I'll finish it off with the rattlers, or the rattles down here. So that's what I'm going to be sanding on right now. Newest rattlesnake stick is coming along. Slow going, you don't do these things fast. Got the head basically shaped. I like how it's coming. I think it's going to be a good one, I hope. The head's the hardest part to get it right, the face and the head. The rest, to me, is a little easier. But another rattlesnake stick coming, made out of white cedar from top of Michigan. All right. The eye is like one of the hardest things in the mouth. I'm having trouble getting them before. Anyway, trying this little guy, and I'm liking it. It's helping me shape around the eye better. That's one thing I've not been super happy about my older ones, is I want the eye to stand out and be round right there. So I got to go around it and leave the eye. And I want a little ridge plate, like they have a scale right there, but I haven't been able to get great. So I'm working on that. Even though I'm using the power sander, you still got to use some hand stuff too. Got a little snake head coming along. A rattlesnake, got the rattles kind of roughed in. Smoothed out the body. Getting close to putting scales on. Getting there. Slow going. The head's the slowest part. It's all the tiny scales on the head. What a tiny individual scales. This is tedious, time-consuming. I enjoy it though, but it does take a lot of time. And your hand gets kind of tired doing this. But I like the result. Smells good. I've not counted how many scales there are, how much time it takes to wood burn. But as you can see, it's a very slow process. I shaped it a little bit, this little tip that comes with the wood burning tool, to make it look more like a scale when I put it in. Okay, my daughter is painting. She wanted to paint the rattlesnake stick that I've been working on. It's coming along very beautifully. There's Biscuit, our Chihuahua. I'm working on this rattlesnake stick that my daughter's painting for me, and I didn't like how the eye's coming out. I wanted it to be more round, and the wood, I just didn't get it. I messed up and it was kind of chunky and didn't look right. So decided to go with some kind of hard plastic glass bead, and that's what I came up with. So I'm going to carve that in. I think I'm going to use this bit from on the Dremel. I think it'll fit that pretty well. I put it in here, try to countersink it some, and then put that plastic or glass bead in here, and that will be the eye. We'll see how that goes. Let's see what we got here. I think I got them routed out deep enough to put these googly eyes in. I got to get this right, because if the eyes look bad, the whole thing will look horrible. Got some wood glue. A little dab to put in there. Don't take much. Don't take much. Get this little glass bead to stay in there. I think I can get it to work. Get one eye in there. Hold that one. I think it looks pretty good. Get this one over here. I think that came out pretty good. Now I'm going to tape these on. When I'm coming loose. Hopefully this will do the trick. Not done glass eyes before. Kind of thought it would look cool because it would be shiny. You could do the shiny with paint too. Glossy paint, or polyurethane kind of makes it glossy too. That seems to be holding. I'm not sure. Gotta get that to stay. You supervising it? Making sure it looks right. It's coming up pretty swell. Just kidding. All right, here's the second rattlesnake cane. All done except for putting some polyurethane on it. I like polyurethane. You can get it at Lowe's with the chip brush for $1.58. I decided this time, I used a rag last time and it gets all over your hands. It's kind of yucky. Anyway, $1.58. Wipe it off. This is a polyurethane. I got it in a different container because mine started leaking. But polyurethane is oil-based and it'll just ruin a brush unless you put mineral oil on it. And the mineral oil now is so expensive, I just thought it'd be cheaper to buy a few brushes and chuck them. So it'll work for each project I do. I can use one for painting the last thing, a polyurethane on it, then chuck it away. I'm good, keeps it off my hands. So that's how it came out. Here's his face. I used, found some glass beads I liked for the eyes. I think it came out pretty good. I like the glass bead for sure. If it's creeping you out, I did a good job, because it should, I hope. Creep you out. My daughter did the painting. Rosie, go to Rosie's Paintings by Rosie on YouTube. Paintings by Rosie on YouTube. She's got a channel. She's going to start posting her paintings and drawings and stuff she's working on. So there we go. This will be for sale on Etsy if anybody's interested. I have others on there too. And next stick is going to be Burmese python. I'm working on it right now. It'll be a little while before it's done. The last white cedar I have, the rest will be red cedar. I go ahead and I paint the stick, the cane part, so it just looks nice, helps preserve it. I also paint the snake part for two reasons. One is it preserves the paint from getting nicked up, the painting of the snake itself. Keeps it from getting nicked up. This is basically plastic coating. The other thing it does, it gives it a cool sheen, like a shine, which to me, when I look at a snake of any sort, they have that glistening look to them on the scales, like they look wet. So this will do that also. It has two good purposes to make it look pretty cool. Alright, my second rattlesnake video. I think he came out pretty creepy and good. Hopefully it's creepy looking. If it's creepy looking, did a good job, because I don't like snakes. So, polyurethane leaves it all shiny and like wet looking, like I think snakes are. And it's all ready. Ready to walk, ready to buy, ready to go to Walmart and scare people. Alright, or Lowe's. Coming to you.